Grabbing the boards like, I'ma go coast to coast. I'm on beats like do-si-do. They don't wanna go toe to toe. Step into my court, you get put in the poster. We ain't talk to nobody if you ain't with the smoke. Run up on me, watch your ankles get broke.
Yo, what up, it's your boy JDMC and we're back with another video. What I want to do today is just talk a bit about the Boston Celtics and how I think they're sort of underrated and sort of slept on. We all know that they're a solid team, but just in terms of them actually competing for a championship, I feel like we're not talking about them enough. But yeah, before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also like down below. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to like the video. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweet, you like the video? Oh, and also make sure to hit that sub button. We're on the road to 1K, so please hit that sub button if you love the NBA. I do a lot of NBA content. I break down teams. I do prediction videos, ranking videos, all of that, and I've got more content on the way, so make sure to subscribe and join the movement, road to 1K. But yeah, the first thing I want to mention is just losing Gordon Hayward. Obviously, they do have the trade exception. I think it's some 20-something million, so they can do a trade exception and bring in a nice piece. But I do think that they do lose offense, obviously, with Gordon Hayward. I think he scored, I don't know if this is factual or not, but I think it was like 15, 16 points a game they're going to lose. So I do think that that's going to affect them slightly. They don't just have that sort of 3rd to 4th scoring option each night when everyone was healthy. But he did have his health problems. But yeah, Gordon Hayward's gone, but let's just wish him the best in the Hornets. They have added, the main 2 pieces I've added, well, in my opinion, is Jeff Teague and Tristan Thompson. I'm still not sure if Tristan Thompson's going to start over Tice, or if they'll bring Tristan Thompson off the bench for sort of like energy. Because they still have, what's his name, Robert Williams as well, as sort of a backup center. So they do have options of the center position, because that was a problem last year, just being a bit undersized. So yeah, Tristan Thompson I think will work nice with Tice. He'll just come on and be their energy. He'll dog the rebounds. He'll you know, he's not going to ask for too much. He's just going to, you know, rebound, get his points where he can, and just be a pest on defense and speed up the offense by hitting screens and all of that. And adding Teague, I do think if he still has some in his tank, I do think that's a nice backup option sort of behind Kemba, and assuming Marcus Smart's going to start, just because they don't really have a starting shooting guard, so I'm assuming Marcus Smart might start. So to have Jeff Teague come off behind one of those two just to add some offense and some playmaking and also veteran experience, I think that's also going to be really solid for the Celtics' success as well. The next thing I want to talk about is Jalen Brown. Honestly, Jalen Brown's probably one of the most efficient, smooth players to watch. Brad Stevens has used him extremely well, and he's, I think, fast-tracked his success. Obviously, Jalen Brown's a first-class athlete, so he already had the ability to achieve what he's achieving, but I just think that he's sort of blown my expectations, especially over this last year, and I do think this year we're going to see a step up. Without Gordon Hayward, I think that's more shots for like people like Jalen Brown and Tatum, who we'll get into soon. But I just think that we could honestly maybe see Jalen Brown turn into an all-star this year, and create sort of a nice trio with Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Kimball, which we've already seen. But yeah, Jalen Brown's definitely going to be a big piece to this puzzle, so keep an eye on him, and do not be surprised if he's maybe an all-star in the East next year. The next person I want to talk about is Kimball Walker. He does need to stay healthy. He had that, sorry if I'm wrong, but was it a foot problem? I think that was bugging him through last season and in the bubble playoffs. So hopefully he's rested up this offseason and he can come in and have a solid full season next year. He's obviously an all-star, hits Kimball Walker. We know how good he is. And I think, like I said with Jalen Brown, the trio of Kemba, Jalen Brown, and Jason Tatum is going to be big. And there's going to be more shots for them without Gordon Hayward. And they're going to be more the main focus of the offense. So I think that that's going to increase their numbers and hopefully turn to team success. And the next person I want to talk about is Jason Tatum. I actually love Jason Tatum, man. Like, he is so good. He's 6'10" now. He is 6'10". That's crazy. Like, I thought Mans was like 6'8", and Brad Stevens just come out and said he's 6'10". He moves so slick. He's so good at scoring off balance, sort of like Lou Williams in a way. A bit, obviously, a lot different to Lou Williams, but Jason Tatum can hit you in that post up. He can fade away. He can, you know, hop step. He can Euro step. He can drive you. He can step back. He can spin move. He has so much tools in his bag, and I just think that this year we can maybe see Jason Tatum be in the MVP conversation. I'm not going to say that he's gonna get the MVP, but I do think that he could really be in the MVP conversation, just on the fact that a lot of other teams who have these MVP players do have other really solid players. So does Jason Tatum, but if you look at like LeBron, he's got Anthony Davis. If you look at KD, he's got Kyrie, stuff like that. So like, I think that Jason Tatum has the opportunity, especially if the Celtics can be a top 1 or 2 seed, which I think they will. yeah, don't be surprised if Jason Tatum's in the MVP conversation with maybe like the likes of Luka and stuff like that. So definitely keep an eye on Jason Tatum. I think he's going to take another big step up last year. I'm hoping to see him come in this season and play how he did after All-Star break last year when he was averaging like 30. I just think that, yeah, Jason Tatum's going to take another step up. He's going to prove why he's going to be one of the main stars in the league and why he's one of the future pieces to the NBA. I do have one concern though. I am gassing the Celtics up, and I'm obviously a Lakers fan. I have a Celtics mate, but this is all a legit unbiased opinion on the Celtics. I don't have any extra love, or I don't have any extra hate for them, so I'm just speaking it from an unbiased perspective. I have gassed them up with all the stuff I've just talked about, but I do think that depth is going to be a little bit of a concern. If they do have some injury problems with their main sort of players, their four main players being Tatum, Brown, Smart, and Kimber, I do think that's going to make things a bit awkward. They have some young, nice picks and pieces, and some a couple. I think a rookie. I forgot his name, but they have a nice rookie who looks like a decent shooter. So they do have some that obviously have options, but I just think in terms of solid players, depth, if we sort of go through their roster just in our head, that I think they've only got like 7 to sort of 8 maybe solid players. Obviously the 4 I just named, plus Tyus, Tristan Thompson, Jeff Teague. Am I forgetting anyone? They still got like Robert Williams and Grant Williams, who I think will take a step up as well, and they'll be a big part of their rotation. But yeah, I do just think that they are a bit thin on paper. But as we know, and moving on to my next point, Brad Stevens is Brad Stevens. Like, he is such a good coach. Like, and I just think that the lack of depth, or strong depth, compared to some other teams, I do think that it's just going to give the opportunity for their main players to step up and carry more load, which I think they're more than capable of. Like Jalen Brown, I think he could take a step up to All-Star. Jason Tatum could take a step up into MVP conversation. I think Kimber's going to stay pretty much as Kimber, but if he can stay healthy, I do just think that he'll take a little step up in terms of he'll just feel better, he'll move better. And if those three can really get it clicking with the likes of Marcus Smart's defense and with the likes of Jeff Teague's backup offense and Tristan Thompson's energy and rebounding, that's a solid core. And I do think that in the East, and with Brad Stevens coaching, they're going to be a 1 or a 2 seed. I definitely see them a top 4 seed. We'll just have to see how the other teams play, like the Nets and stuff. But yeah, I definitely do think that the Celtics are in the right opportunity to be a sort of underdog / somewhat dark horse. I don't really feel like calling them a dark horse, just because I do think they are a solid contender. I just think that people don't respect them as like these boys could really cause some damage. But I guess we're just going to have to see. Yeah, that's all for the video. Make sure to leave a like below if you enjoyed, and also hit that subscribe button. Like I said at the start, we're on the road to 1K, so please subscribe. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe. Peace.